All right, follow me on this. At any point, feel free to disagree. I don't think you're going to completely disagree, but if you're a face painter, it could hurt a little bit. But that's okay. There are two NFL franchises that are the car wreck you can't avoid. They're the wreck you really don't want to see. You tell people you don't see it, but sure enough, you're going to slow down and take a look. Are you ready for this? The Dallas Cowboys are the New York Jets. The New York Jets are the Dallas Cowboys. Tell me they're not the same. Tell me these are not the same brands, big brands, absolute dumpster fires for many of the same reasons. And we can't help but take a look and laugh or scream. So the Cowboys might even have less drama than the New York Jets. The drama in Dallas is from one old diva. Most of the drama in New York with the Jets is spread out, but that usually comes from a slightly younger diva. That would be Aaron Rodgers. So you start to break these two franchises down as car wrecks. They're really very similar. And now what I'm going to offer to you, because I like strategy, okay? I'm going to offer to you that they're both at this amazing point in franchise history, but certainly they're at an amazing point, at a fork in the road right now, this weekend. This weekend is gigantic for really, really bizarre reasons. They're both at the same spot. Both franchises, dysfunctional, screwed up, stupid ownership. And I mean stupid in a football sense. They're both at the same point where they lose again, they got to go to Craigslist. Wait, is Craigslist still with us, Brandon? Okay, thank you. We'll just keep going with that. All right, you get the point. So these are two underachieving, dysfunctional organizations that are the way they are because their respective owners don't know what they're doing in the football business. They are on the exact same path and have been on the same path of dysfunction for quite some time. One of them, they're trending in the exact same path. They're not like one of them's not doing something good and they kind of bounce around. No. The trajectory has been the same level of dysfunction, and the dysfunction always starts in pro sports with ownership, and both owners are morons at the football business. They don't know what they're doing. They've screwed everything up. Woody Johnson owns the Jets. I can't say that Woody Johnson is normally a stupid person. It seems as if he's not very good at personnel. Doesn't seem like he really knows what he's doing. He is an heir to the Johnson & Johnson fortune. I'm going to guess Woody is not exactly a pharmacist by trade himself, so that's pretty good mailbox money. His team is a mess. Practically everything he's done football-wise has been screwed up. His decisions are off the charts stupid. They're a mess. They're in the same kind of mess at the same point as your Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones is a multi-billionaire and his team is a mess. He doesn't know what he's doing. They've both done the exact same things. Woody Johnson's case, he's got a diva at a quarterback who makes things worse. Jerry Jones has a employee of the month at quarterback who doesn't make things worse. Either way, both franchises are a mess. Follow me here. The weekend is big. The weekend is a fork in the road. And here it goes. Now, you don't have to watch. That's fine. It's not going to be very good football. But you do need to know what happens next. And it will tell you everywhere and everything about where these two franchises, two screwed up franchises, are going. Because by early part of next week, not only are you going to be over your skis with an election that's going to take the next 3 months or so, it will eat my talk show, I'm afraid. But you're also going to be able to sit back and think, do they set the thing fully on fire or do they try to make themselves playoff worthy? Either team has got this fork in the road because they either think they have a chance after this weekend or they are full on meltdown out of it. Season over, good night, goodbye. The Jets host the Texans. I have no idea why. I have no idea how, but the Jets are somehow a favorite in that game. The Cowboys are on the road. I believe they're on the road against Atlanta. Both lose. They have to have a fire sale. Got it? They have to put the stuff out by the curb, put that sign on it, take it. Both of them have to start selling assets and just cashing out as quickly as possible. The season is over. Whoever loses on Sunday. There's no way you can even talk yourself into thinking you have a chance at the playoffs, either team, if you lose on Sunday. Your season is over already. And since the trade deadline is coming up, you have an option. I talked about this a few times now. Teams either buy or sell. You're either selling off assets to then acquire more and get better the next year or two. Or you view this season as hopeful and you're acquiring assets. Those are the two options. And for both of these dysfunctional, stupid organizations, those decisions happen this weekend. Both comical, dysfunctional owners will have to look at their, I was about to say staff, but in the case of Dallas, the staff is the guy with the crinkly face. But they're going to have to look at their building and say, that's it, it's over, start selling. Or they're going to say, hey, you know what? We got a chance. Let's try to get better. That's where they are. So whoever wins, if both win, I don't know how. If you want to make that bet, I think you're crazy. But if you want to make that bet, you go right ahead. But whoever wins is going to think we still have a chance. In the case of the Jets, they might. Don't laugh. And I think the case of the Cowboys, they might. Don't laugh. But that's how important this weekend to these two trending, dysfunctional, idiotic, over-publicized, overhyped, self-centered, narcissistic franchises are headed. They're just like a collision course to this moment this weekend, win or lose. Here you go. I think this morning. They're talking about it. Not on ESPN. They're not talking about these two franchises the way I am, because I just see incredible parallels between the two owners. Now, Woody Johnson, who's a goofball, he really doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't talk a whole lot. He shows up and, apparently behind the scenes, he's messing around with stuff all the time. He's the one that gave the car keys. Just gave the keys. It's like giving it to your 15-year-old. Here are the keys. Do anything and everything Aaron Rodgers tells you. Jerry Jones, on the other hand, said, I'm not giving the keys to anyone. I'm going to have some soup, and I'm going to be in a rocking chair and a robe, and I'm going to do everything I want to. They both got it horribly wrong. It's not going to work. Whatever they do is not going to work.